feel like until Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, I feel like this game's probably gonna be my favorite game until then.
Ain't no thing.
I'm just the Final Fantasy 7 kind of guy, man. This game has everything about a game that I love. It has great combat. The characters are so fucking lovable. Every last one of them. The enemies, the main characters, the side characters. Every character in the game is just so lovable. The aesthetics, you know, the outfits that the characters wear is just it's great. It's peak, man. And not only that, but just like the environment everywhere that you go in this game is beautiful. And what else? The voice acting is on point. It's great. Like, I don't see any flaws in the voice acting, or I don't hear any flaws. Doesn't sound like bad voice acting to me. What else? Character design, you know, just not only just the outfits, but their design in general is just, they're beautiful characters, man. Every character looks like that's who they should be, you know? What else? What else can I think of that's... the story, obviously. The story is amazing. The world's great. The world's great. I ain't gonna lie. The world's great. It's not empty. For an open world game, I know that's one thing that Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of issues with, was that it was an open world game, but there wasn't really much in the open world, you know? Yeah, there was enemies to fight and shit, but there really wasn't much, like, there wasn't many items to loot or, you know, many things to really interact with in Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if they ever changed that or if they upgraded it or whatever. But, yeah. The open world in this game is full. It's full of enemies. It's full of items. It's full of things to interact with, people to interact with. Yeah, it's just all around. This game is just like perfect to me. It's perfect. I don't see very many flaws with this game whatsoever. If I had to say say one thing that this game maybe has a flaw with, is maybe the changes to the original story. That's it. Now, do I mind the changes to the original story? Not really, especially since I never played the original game. I do know the entire lore of the original game just because I've always been like a huge fan of Final Fantasy 7 and the, you know, just the story and all that. Like, I remember the first time I really heard of Final Fantasy 7 or interacted with it was Final Fantasy Advent Children, the movie. That movie really got me into Final Fantasy 7, and then from then on I just kind of learned everything that I could learn about it. But I dreaded playing the games just because, like, you know, I'm not gonna say I don't like retro games, because I do obviously like retro games. Would I have played Final Fantasy 7 in my own time off stream? No. But would I have played Final Fantasy 7, the original Final Fantasy 7 on stream? Yeah, I would have. But why would I do that when I could just play the remakes? So, you know, that's the only reason I haven't played Final Fantasy 7 on stream yet. Just because the remakes, you know. We have the remakes, so I just rather play the remakes. You know, I mean, they're awesome games. So, yeah. Yep. Now, is that to say that I would never play the original Final Fantasy VII? No, I still might play the original Final Fantasy VII. But do I want to? Not really. I don't really want to play it, but I will. You know, I will. And I don't really want to, though. I already know everything about the whole story. I know how it ends and how it begins and everything in the middle. I've watched hours upon hours of lore videos about this game, so yeah. I don't really need to play the original game, but I should. I really should. Square can actually do AAA games the way they should be done. Right. You're absolutely right. Square is, man, they're good, bro. They're good. I like my jank, but it is nice to play a real AAA sometimes. Yeah, that's true. Nowadays, man, all these different companies are trying to play. I mean, they're trying to make AAA games, man, and it's just not working out for them, bro. You know, all these different companies are making all these different AAA games, and they're just flopping. Flop after flop after flop. But Square Enix never flops. That's one thing about Square Enix, man. They do not flop. That's one thing for sure. They do not flop. I don't think Square Enix has ever had a flop. Ever.